Vaughan Hayes has traded a home in Southeast Asia for a life in the southwest of Ireland. Her good friend Sandra O'Loughlin is Limerick born and bred. A love of good food brought them together and is now about to bring them halfway across the world. They'll take a ride on the wild side and explore some hidden stories behind the Vietnamese War as Vaughan welcomes Sandra to her world. In 2002, Vaughan came to Ireland to live in the quiet rural village of Brewery, just 20 miles from Limerick. She met her Irish husband while he was on a business trip to Asia. She has 3 young children.
We met in Vietnam after he finished his business trip in Thailand, and then a year and a half later we got married. So I know Irish through, like they say, boy bands, those pop bands, So okay, we know Westlife. So I said to them, explained to them like, oh, he's from the country of Westlife, thing like that.
I'd been there for about a year when I went to Vietnam and met Vaughan on my second day there. It was, wasn't expected.
Look, there's the car. The first time I came to Ireland, it was around March. I described the cold like something scratched my bones. Like that's how cold I feel. I never feel that cold before.
One of Vaughan's passions in life is food. She runs courses in Asian cooking with a Vietnamese twist. This is where her connection with Sandra first sizzled.
I met Sandra in my cookery class. We got along great. She has a great sense of humor.
I just know that she has one brother and who's married, he's younger than her, and one sister who lives, I think, in America, and her mum and dad at home. I think her mum nearly is as old as myself, so that'll be a surprise. She's absolutely hilarious. She even apologised for having this wicked sense of humour, but then equally I have a wicked sense of humour, so that's probably why we get on so well.
Ho Chi Minh City, formerly known as Saigon, is one of the busiest cities in the world. 6 million people live here, and it often seems that every single one of them have taken to the streets on 2 wheels. You take your life in your hands when you're getting from A to B, and Vaughan wants Sandra to experience the ride for herself. She takes her for a spin across the city.
All right, come on, let's do this.
Welcome to my world.
This is fantastic. It's the only way to travel in Saigon.
Vaughan's best friend Ewan is getting married in a few days, and girls being girls, the top priority is a trip to a traditional Vietnamese dressmaker.
So why did you pick this area around here to get the dress made for the wedding?
I used to live around here, so I know the area well, and this area is for making dress, with a lot of famous tailors, just for local.
Did you ever get anything made before in this tailor?
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
It's reasonable price.
Very good.
Yeah, that's
Nice
where
one.
local goes
Yeah,
to.
that's good.
I'm
Great.
excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited too. Very good. Very good.
Sandra, if any material you like or any dress here that you interest, they will make the same for you.
Had you a colour in mind for me? I just throw this down.
This looks
Sorry.
really nice, Sandra. This looks nice.
Can I try another colour?
No.
No. It's a better colour.
I really like the green.
You like the
I really
green?
like the green, yeah.
The green is nice too. I like the royal blue. I
Oh, okay, yeah.
like the other colours.
And it goes with white pants. It would be nice.
Green, white and gold. Let's be patriotic here.
Cô nghĩ là cái này hợp nhất phải không? Cái này là nhìn hợp nhất. Dạ,
Still
dạ.
not sure between. I love. You see, I love royal blue. So
Yeah.
this.
I think this one is a bit too strong, isn't it?
Too strong?
Yeah,
Colour?
too strong, yeah.
I'd be only gorgeous.
I think the color is really nice
Yeah?
on you with
Okay.
the blonde hair, yeah.
Okay. Now it's your turn.
Yes. So what do you think, Sandra?
It's nice, but as you say, it's not very strong colour. Did you want a stronger
No,
colour?
but if it suits me, I think I like purple,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
I've never had anything measured for me or anything made for me before, so it's a completely new experience.
I'm very excited. I don't know how it turns out, but I'm excited.
I'm excited, but I'm frightened because I tell you something, if that dress doesn't look nice on me, I'm wearing yours even if I can't get into it. If squeeze into
Yes,
it.
if you could.
Where did you actually work when you lived in Saigon?
I used to work around this area in a restaurant, like a Pepsi promoter, and that's where I met my husband.
And was it strange to move, you were from the country, to move to a city with 7 million people?
Oh yes, it took me like a few months. I got used to it, and I went a bit too much. Like
Yeah.
I drive. I think
Oh,
I
you were
drove a
driving?
bit too fast. Yes.
All right, so you
It
had
takes time,
one of
yeah.
the
The
motorbikes.
motorbike.
So you were one of the lunatics on the road here.
Yes, I guess. Yes.
I think so. So what age were you when you left home?
I left home when I was 18.
18.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My mom was crying when I left.
And what about your dad? He wasn't so sad, no?
No, he's a man.
Yeah, men can cry too.
Men certainly can cry. Rivers of tears fell during the horror of the Vietnam War. Vaughn's father was directly involved in the conflict. Like many southern Vietnamese, he fought on the side of the Americans against the communist Viet Cong forces. When the US pulled out in 1968, the Viet Cong took control. Vaughn's father paid a heavy price for his part in the fight for democracy. Even to this day, he doesn't like to talk about it. Running underground for 75 miles, the Cu Chi tunnels are a grim reminder of this terrible time in the country's history. During the war, it was home to thousands of Viet Cong fighters, containing cooking facilities, sleeping quarters, and even a hospital. The network was critical in resisting American operations and prolonging the war. Today, the tunnels are preserved as a war memorial and a tourist attraction.
So imagine, can you find any entrance at all here? It's just, you can never
It
imagine.
has to be obviously just in this area here.
Yeah, imagine, and I show you this one. And even the size is amazing. How small is that?
And
Isn't
they
it?
fit in here.
Yeah, for us, yeah. Yeah.
Can't imagine many Europeans would fit.
I will show
Irish
you
people.
how we get in and without leaving a trace.
Do you want me to take your hat?
No, yeah, thanks a lot, Sandra. Thank you.
Has to be your size one. Oh my God. Would you like to come back out? Ron?
Yes.
There you are. Oh my God.
It's just really interesting experience.
It must be very, very tight down there, is it?
Yeah.
These cluster bombs, I mean, they're scary when you see, and then this explodes into killing, I don't know how many people. It's horrible, really. You know. I'm glad you're going
cooking.
first, right?
It's really deep in here.
Very, very steep.
Yeah.
Very. This is weird.
You okay?
Yep. Oops.
Wow, look at the water, Sandra.
Oh my God. This is the well they dragged the
Yeah.
water. I don't know how they did it. I just wouldn't like to be living down here myself. It's scary. Claustrophobic a little, I'm afraid. It's very warm. And you're looking at where they lived for many years to fight this war and the conditions they had to have lived in and where children.
Even for myself, I'm local. It's just amazing for me to see how they did those things. Yeah.
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 I mean, it's hard to believe that 5,000 people at any one time lived under the ground that we are now sitting on. They seem to be just a vent at either end to let a little bit of air down into the ground.
Yeah, but I think like you said, they are small, so the problem is small, so it will be a small problem.
I think you're very tolerant. I'm not sure that that I would see it that way. I think they're still human and they have to breathe, and I don't think they would have been able to breathe very well down there, you know.
It's been over 2 years since Vaughan has seen her best friend Ewan. Their reunion happens only a couple of days before Ewan's wedding.
Hi. We never hug. We don't hug.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you, cousin? Oh,
She's lovely. She's
yes, of course.
Yes. So my brother's waiting as well. So we can't wait to go to your wedding. We just make the dress.
I trust that Vaughan, you know, picked the right colour for me. If she doesn't, I'm going to kill her.
That's my brother.
Oh, there's your brother?
Yeah.
Very good.
I don't recognize.
Hi.
This is that's
Hi,
Sandra.
how are you? Hi. That's Sandra.
And that's my sister-in-law. That's his wife.
Hi, how are you? Pleased to meet you. Oh, she's so pretty. Tall.
This is she.
Vaughan's brother and his wife live in Ho Chi Minh City. They too have come to say hello, as this might be the only opportunity for them to get together.
You grew up as children or just in college
we were
together?
sharing a house and we went to college together. Yeah.
Okay.
And she cooks for me most of the time. I didn't cook. I couldn't cook.
You couldn't cook then?
No.
Just
sleep.
Just
Sleep
sleep?
all day.
She's still like
I
that.
was
She's still the same.
brainstorming.
So if you cooked for her, what does she do for you?
They clean up.
She cleaned up. So how at the cooking class that you get me to clean up? I had to clean up after you. It's not fair. Are you surprised that your sister can cook? Yes, very surprised. Yes. But she's very good, very good. She's very good at giving us a flavour of your Vietnamese food. I love it because of Vaughan.
Thanks,
You know?
thanks, Sandra.
How much did you pay me to say that?
She living in the rich country and with the high technical, high of the way of living, and of course she can improve her English skill.
If she feel happy in Ireland, so I'm happy for her too. So every people had a happy life. So the island is the good country and the best country for her.
I'm really happy. I have to say that I have a chance to meet everybody that I love. I mean, my loved one, you know, and also I could show Sandra and show everybody a bit of my life, and it's just brilliant. I feel fantastic.
Just let her go.
She's older. She's older.
Vaughan is bringing Sandra to meet her parents. She's nervous visiting them without her children, as it means all the attention will fall on her. She wants them to feel that she's looking well and healthy, and for them to know that she's happy with her life in Ireland.
We're very close now, Sandra, so I'm a bit nervous.
Can you see your parents' house from here?
Yes.
It looks actually beautiful going in
Yeah,
there.
it does. Yeah, it's
really
very
nice.
peaceful.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
No wonder you like living in Atlaka, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but I love it. Yeah, so different
Because
kind
it's
of country, but
A different
it's
country,
just
but it's
nice.
still the country. Oh my God. Oh, how are you? Pleased to meet you. Same here. You know. Hi. Pleased to meet you.
Does she look like me?
Yes.
Come on,
you
please
do.
don't
No, you
cry.
do.
Please don't.
You look like your mother.
Yes, you look like her mother.
Come on, Mom, stop.
She was in
Come on.
Yeah. It's nice to have your daughter home.
Cô nói có con về rồi thấy vui phải không?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I'm sure you are. This is you on the wall, is it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
no.
whole family around the world there.
Oh my God.
All
And-
the pictures.
Who's this?
It's me when I was 17
Oh, it's beautiful.
in school uniform. It's just so special
Yeah,
for me.
very special. Yeah, it's good.
And it's special you here.
Thanks. before she brought me to her home, she said that the Vietnamese don't really hug, they don't show emotions. Well, there's plenty of emotion going on here. Like, I mean, you know, there's tears in her mum's eyes, which was lovely.
It was a bit hard when my mum cries, you know, because usually I came home with my children and she just ran at me and then she picked up the children with joy. And I never see tears. So when I saw that, I didn't know what to do. Mom, dog, I don't know what to do to stop it, you know.
I think she probably wanted her mother to be strong and to be perfect, but she was perfect. And tears are perfect for an occasion like this, you know.
Basically, all the mothers care for their daughter, how they look. And they think that your mind and your look comes together. My mom's really happy to see I'm back to chef after 3 children. So she thinks that way will make me feel confident about myself and happy with my life. And she's quite right, she's right.
We excited to see her because she got married and foreigner, and she had to live apart, far away from home for a long time. It's great to see her home. Yeah, she looked prettier and healthier and happier.
I have to say between Vietnam and Ireland, they are different, so I love them different way. Ireland is where I'm going to bring up my children, and I meet a lot of fantastic people there. I'm really happy there as well.
It was a shared interest in cooking that originally brought Vaughan and Sandra together. And Vaughan is delighted to play the tour guide as she shows off the local market where her love affair with food began.
So this is a very typical market in Vietnam for local. Every village we have a market like this where the farmer can bring all the fresh stuff here to purchase. I have a lot of memories here. When I was younger, I helped my mom to shop.
They all know Vaughan and they're all trying to talk to her, and she's finding it extremely difficult to get them to stay quiet so she can do what she's meant to be doing. To have such an array of colour and variety, I mean, it's to die for it. Okay, the meat might look a bit scary, but then again, we eat pig's head in Ireland too, and pig's feet. They even have actually tripe on sale inside there, which my mother would be delighted to see. But what I was fascinated by was this is intestine.
Yeah, it is.
Intestine. Oh, and here's the chicken. All right, very good. And do you remember in class at home in Ireland, you were saying to me that you prefer to use the actual thighs because it's better flavour.
Yeah. Sandra is fascinated by everything here, so I'm just so delighted that I show her all the stuff that I talk about in my class, and now she's gonna try to do one of the dishes for my parents, and I can't wait for that.
This is not going to suit Vaughan at all because obviously in the class she would be going around watching everything we were doing, always giving out to us that we weren't doing it finely enough and it wasn't her way. And I could see her throwing her eye as she's passing me. You will do what you're doing, right? And I'll do what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's why you have the stew only.
No, we just don't have the stew only. Excuse me.
Yeah, that looks good.
No, I can see her looking at my onion. Go away.
Okay, I get you water.
Thank you. You're a good helper. The parents are going to love this. I mean, I'm making this with all my heart, you know? So, and why wouldn't they like it? I mean, at home, my husband loves my cooking, so I'm sure that they're going to love my cooking. Here, I hope you enjoy the meal I prepared for you, and I hope it's also up to Vaughan's standard, since she was my teacher.
Okay, that looks great, Sandra.
Thank you very much. No, it's good. Very good cook. Oh, God, you're good. Thank you.
The pancakes she made is very delicious.
Thank you.
She did it like a Vietnamese did. Even I think she's better than my wife.
We changed places.
Once a week, Vaughan's dad teaches English to local children at his house. Sandra has been roped in today.
Hello, everybody. You say hello? Hello. Hello. My name is Sandra. Can I ask your names?
Teaching English for the kids around the countryside is just a work for relax.
And what is your name?
My name is Ivan.
Oh, very good, Yvonne. It's very strong.
Their parents are just peasants or workers, and their salaries are not high enough to afford them.
Better than me.
The money I get from them just for me to is enough for me to buy the cigarette or some coffee. That's all.
Okay, and I will ask one of the boys maybe to read for me. Would you like to read?
An Englishman was driving a Rolls Royce. A foreign student was driving a VW.
In 1968, after the Viet Cong took control of the country, Vaughn's father was held for 2 years in a concentration camp, also known as a re-education facility. Before the war, he had been studying to be a teacher. Afterwards, he was prohibited from working at all. He was forced to relocate more than 10 times while Vaughn was a young girl, but he has forgiveness in his heart and hope for the future of a new Vietnam.
Time can heal everything. We Vietnamese, we don't want to kill the Vietnamese. That's the most important. Well, after the Vietnam's, the war in Vietnam was over in 1975, we become a citizen, and they want to be the good citizen of the new Vietnam.
So this is where you went to school?
Yes.
So was it the same when you were here, or has it changed much?
Just the tree grows bigger. I think the education here compared to Ireland, I think is just a very far distance. We have different system here and it works differently. And I think Ireland works much better there, so I will be delighted to send my children there. Yeah. The program was not upgraded frequently to catch up with the world out there. So what I learned in school is quite old-fashioned. That's back 10 years ago. But now I presume that a lot of things has changed. So I hope that they're doing better.
It's Ewan's wedding day and a 6-hour journey from Saigon to the coast and Ewan's hometown of Phan Thiet.
Western. The dress is Western, the man's suit is Western, and the music, I can't believe it, I'm at home, you know? I didn't expect this. I thought it would be more humble, I think, you know, because the people are humble, their surroundings are humble, but this is like their once in a lifetime chance to overdo everything. It's great. It was great. Oops. Tell your mum I said it was great to meet her. Yes, maybe you come and visit Vaughn. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, you have to. Safe home. Okay? Yeah. It was great to meet you. Okay, safe home. Yeah.
Thank you.
Ba mẹ về ha. 2 bữa nữa gặp với mẹ ha.
Thôi đi, để ba con về ha.
Dạ.
Dạ con đây.
Dạ. Dạ.
Next week on Welcome to My World, Donegal resident Gary McKnight brings his mate Will Flynn back home to Jamaica, a country of hurricanes, ghettos and Bob Marley.